Hello. What is going on, guys? It's been a while since I've actually uploaded here, but we're going to sit down, get back into the whole little groove. I'm not too nuts about this saga of anime. There's a few that I just want to sit down and get into, but Sun and Moon's been draining my life, and what better way to come back than with a Sun and Moon anime review. Let me know if you guys want to see more of these. I'm going to do a first impression of just episode 1, and I'm a little sick as well, so if you hear the congestion or like sometimes I'll be like quiet, I got like strep I think I'm getting strep throat, like, you know when you take a while to swallow and it sometimes hurts? Yeah. So just bear with me. I'll probably cut out most of them anyway, so just bear with me. But of course, if you guys are enjoying, continue to give that great support. Thank you. I know I'm a little inactive here, but you can see on the main channel, if you aren't there for some reason, go there. Been heavy on the Sun and Moon content. But of course, we're going to talk about the Sun and Moon anime. First impression, straight off the bat, he's already riding on a Sharpedo. Good way to show, I guess, exposure to their little Poke Ride feature they got in Sun and Moon, where you surf with the Sharpedo. It's like surfing Tauros, and then Lapras is the actual surfing one, and all this stuff. Good first start impression right there. I'm like, wait a minute, how did he get on the Sharpedo? What? Like, turns out the entire time he's actually at a trip there. My boy, Mr. Mime, the one that's clapping up Ash's mom. Yeah, he hella won trips to get them onto the Alola region and get on the first island, so that's really cool. I like the fact that Mr. Mime is there. Can we talk about that? I like that Mr. Mime is there. And can we talk about Ash's mom? Ooh, she is something else, dude. She is a keeper. She is a baddie, dude. But to get to see his dad, where he at though? They really like signify too the fact of Tapu Koko like choosing, I guess, the special child, which, you know, he always does this. That's why the Kahunas became a thing. It looks like he's interested within Ash now. And in the actual main story games, he's interested within your specific character. That way that you can obtain a Z ring and, you know, possess Z moves and stuff like that. So it looks as though, you know, obviously, of course, he's going to be, you know, with Ash. He's interested within Ash. And you see a lot of cutscenes within it. And usually the first episodes, you pretty much see Ash and the legendary Pokemon, or some legendary Pokemon of some relevance of importance, you know, tied in with the story, you know, I guess you could say. Except for Generation 1 anime, where Ho-Oh pops up, he's like, hey, bitch, come see me in Gen 2. You know what I mean, dude? You know what I mean? Definitely, I like that. I mean, Tapu Koko was pretty cool, and I like how he sounds like freaking, like, Coco the bird off of Foster Sofa and AJ Friends. Anybody else, he's like, Coco! And I'm like, that. Coco, is that you? Foster's home, is that you? Like, he really sounds like him. It's really crazy, but kind of to get back more into the groove of things, I see a lot of character introductions here. Usually episode 1s of animes, they do a lot of character introductions, and I guess playing the games first and then watching the anime, it all like makes sense onto why the games actually play out like the anime. In terms of, it feels like an anime playing the game even, which most Pokemon games, they don't feel that way. And you know, the fact of the matter is, we see a lot of character introduction here. We see Lana, we see Mallow, we see Kiawe, Kukui, which his name is Kukui. I think Mallow said is Kukui, Professor Kukui. I'm like, okay. I guess we'll find out official pronunciations here, you know? His voice, I guess, fitting. I don't know, maybe it was just me, guys. I wasn't really feeling his voice. Usually when they drop, because I watched the dub first, I wasn't really feeling his voice. Ash's voice is the same, so no different there. The mom is always going to be a baddie. Samuel Oak, freaking Professor Oak's little cousin, he, I think, is played by the same voice actor. They sounded very similar to some. I wouldn't be surprised if played by the exact same voice actor. But, you know, I guess Kukui's voice, I wasn't really feeling, but everybody else's voice makes sense. Like, I really wanted Sophocles to have that bratty-ass, obnoxious, spoiled bitch voice, and he does, you know? Like, he's like, hey guys, Sophocles, or some shit like that. He's like, oh, my tech computers. He sounds like, that was a terrible, you know, terrible excuse of a Sophocles impression, but you know what I mean. Like, he sounds like that, and I think his voice probably fits the best, if not from all those characters. Kiawe, which I think his name was, I wasn't saying Kiawe, but it's Kiawe. He has a really badass voice. He's like a calm, ish type of voice, where he's calm, collected, but very powerful and not to be slept on. Shit, that trial was free as hell though. I don't know what they're talking about. But I like the fact too that they gave him a Pokemon which he doesn't really have. In the trial, you don't fight him, but you know, I'm not gonna spoil it, you know, so you guys should probably go play it, because yeah? But it's kind of like he doesn't really have a Turtonator, and they give him a Turtonator, and I like that, because Turtonator is pretty fucking irrelevant. Like, not many people even know of his existence. He's not really too, like, out there, I guess, in the scene of brand new Sun Moon Pokemon. You think of brand new Sun Moon Pokemon, and well, you think of Ultra Beast, Solgaleo, Lunala, you know, the Tapus, and then, of course, the obvious starters, and then a few mons that kind of stand out, like, you know, Picky Peck, and Young Goose and Mudsdale and Togedemaru, like stuff like that stand out. Those are the viewer-pleasing mons right there. And Turtonator is definitely not a viewer-pleasing mon, so I like that they gave that. I also like the personalities they really show. Sure, some of the voice actors may not be the purest of pure, you know, against fitting the personalities, but they definitely know how to bring out the personalities. Like for Lana, for example, Renala Mallow, I wasn't feeling it at first, but then it kind of hit me more. I'm like, that was a spunky girl, so this does make sense, and she really brought out the best of her personality as too, and that's always important, I guess, when you're doing a Pokemon anime. Specifically that, you know, when it's a game first, and then it has an anime coming afterwards from it. And Pokemon has always been that series where it's always been a game series, and the anime adaptation, it was never really, I guess, considered an anime. It was just considered a trigger, chill. But it was basically an anime, but not an anime, if you know what I mean. Like, always before, I guess, before X and Y, it was just, you know, a visual adaptation to get more viewers into the games. It's the reason why they would do that, you know, the whole original reason why they did that. You know what I mean, right? And now watching this, it actually feels like the anime. The art style, definitely bearable. Anybody saying it's unbearable, it's like they just haven't watched anime art style, because there's a lot of other animes with art style like this, and sure, they're gonna have, I guess it looks kind of low budgety, but I definitely fucks with it, dude. I mean, Dragon Ball Super had some scenes where it was a little worse, a lot worse, if you could say. We still bared with it, you know? We still bared with it, so definitely it's gonna be bearable. I know a lot of people going into this anime, they probably don't even want to go into it at all because of the animation style, and it's definitely good. Don't sleep on that. They do a good job too, I guess, showing off a lot of things that are important, key important things in the game, like a little bit of lore with that egg. I think that might be a Munchlax egg, that's just me, but then at the same time it's brown, so it could be like a Mudsbray. I don't know. With the whole thing about the introduction of Oak and his cousin, great introduction, good way of showing that off. Another great introduction they did as well was when we first saw Team Skull. They really showed Team Skull, and I guess kind of hearing their voice, it makes sense. It does. Their voices do fit well. Like, the woman is kind of like an obnoxious ass, the dude's kind of like a cocky know-it-all, and then the tubbier dude is kind of like one of those tubby obnoxious dude that always wants food or some shit like that. So I mean, it makes sense. Their voices make sense. They're supposed to be assholes, so they're doing a great job, I guess, showing them being assholes, and I guess everybody's pretty well fit to know them. Talking about, you know, oh, Team Skulls are assholes, they're always forcing us to fight. Like, walk away, the fuck. But I guess when they wrap out like all 3 of their mons each, you know, for a total of 9 months, shit, you got us screwed. Team Skull don't give a fuck. He really brought out 3 Thalandits, 3 Young Goose, and 3 Zubats. And to top it all off as well, they show Kiyue really making a good representation of the Z move. It looks cool as shit. When they animated that Z move, it definitely looked cool as hell. He symbolized with it. You doing the stances. Even he himself was lit on fire. I'm like, Kiyue, you good, bro? You good, bro? You good? But that was cool. That was honestly cool. Like, I enjoyed it a lot. Like, this was very, very, very enjoyable. A lot of people aren't even giving it the time of day because of the animation style. You gotta watch more animes, number 1, because there's a lot of animes of this style that do good, number 1. Number 2, it's the story that matters at the end of the day. Sure, animation style is also very important, but we all bear with Dragon Ball Super. And number 3, it's fucking Pokemon. You watch it, you know? It's shit is nostalgia as hell, you know? And then I guess kind of towards the end as well, Ash finally catches up with Tapu Koko, and he finally achieves that Z-Ring. That was pretty cool. I guess now you actually see Ash sitting down and talking about it. And one thing that I liked as well is every time when Ash talks about a Pokemon, he normally sees in like episode 1 and no one else knows what he's talking about. He never points it out. So I'm like, all right, Ash, let them know you saw Tapu Koko. Explain the appearance. And the moment he did and I said Tapu Koko, I was like, yes, 1,000 times yes. Because he never really does that. So I'm like, yes, thank you. Thank you, man. Thank you. God fucking bless. And then when he got the Z-Ring too from Tapu Koko, that's when we heard his voice like, Koko! I'm like, Koko, is that you? Oh man, Ash's mom was really a baddie though. Mr. Mime stays clapping that ass, bro. And then all, of course, tying it back down together, the music. When you're sitting there and you're watching this, you really feel like you're also in Hawaii, and that's what a good thing that Sun and Moon does both in the anime and the game. definitely worth it. This is good first impression to kind of let you guys know what you're getting into. I think it's definitely worth it. Definitely give it a shot. Come back to this video, let me know if you did. If you already watched it, I'd love to hear your thoughts. And of course, like the video, subscribe for more content. I'll also be having that new Dragon Ball Super episode out soon this week. But with that being said though, guys, thank you for watching. I'm gonna get out of here. Goodbye.
Damn, I'm too drunk to be tripping. Girl, I'm on plenty of liquor. Girl, I bought all of my niggas. Hope you know plenty of bitches. You need to get on the phone. Tell them no mamas come down. She said I'm loving your sound. Baby, I wanna be down. She said I'm trying to get with you. I wanna give you the business. She said my man can't fuck with you.